Getting on. More trouble for the establishment. Now, I'm going to break this so-called alien agenda down and show the masses what they got for you coming. Because a lot of people sleep. And even though we talk about the so-called aliens on Earth, yes, a lot of people believe in that because it's just like a fantasy. You never understand. That's not real in this Earth. That's what you need to know. Talking about new beings. Our beings come from other planets, come to Earth. Nothing but trash you get from them. And I'm going to get into this right here and break it down so the masses could see nothing but deception they got for mankind. Let it run.
Chicago, Illinois, 2006. Scientists pioneer a stunning biomechanical advancement. A thought-controlled robotic arm.
You hear that, people? A thought-controlled robotic arms. And a lot of people don't understand. They can let this shit controlled by your brain. They give you a prosthetic arm and it actually connected to your brain. The human being don't use wires. You understand? How can you hook something up that work with wires and so-called electrical parts and it run from your brain? Let's get into this and continue because I told you it's just an agenda for the dumb fools.
Outfitted with electrodes that connect to the nerves of the wearer. The prosthetic
It connected to the nerves, and if you could see, people, there go the wires. I already told you there's no way you can get these wire shit right here to work off your brain. How did they do that? Nothing but trash. Look what they're gonna link it to. Let's continue watching.
works just like an actual arm and hand, receiving signals from the brain and giving
Receiving signal from the brain. How did they get the signal from the brain to go to this arm right here? Are you crazy? Remember, the brain control the body parts, every movement that the body make, but you can just attach something on and it work by the human brain. So that means it's something else right here they're trying to bring to the masses. That's not real. You understand?
a functioning new limb.
Look at this right here.
But as scientifically sophisticated as this is, ancient astronaut theorists point to a remarkably
Here we
similar
go.
account in an ancient story from the British Isles.
You hear that, people? An ancient story and it involved prosthetic. Let's watch.
Irish Smith has a story about a divine physician called the insect.
They call him the insect, people, as you could see him holding the Baphomet sign right there. All devil people, they pass off on the masses. You understand? Watch this right here.
Has herbs to heal every affliction of the human body.
You're talking about herbs to heal. That's completely different from prosthetic limbs. As you could see the serpent right there in the tree. The same thing they give you in the Bible with the Adam and Eve. There go the serpent in the tree.
And the people, whether they're wounded in battle or they're afflicted in childbirth or miscarriage or headaches or whatever the malady is, they will go to the insect for healing.
Wow, the insect.
Is known as the physician of the gods, or he was the celebrated physician of the Tuatha De Danann, which was sort of a semi-divine early group of people in Irish lore.
All bullshit, people. 100% crap. They're giving the masses right here. Pay attention.
According to Celtic tradition, the Tuatha De Danann were a race of supernatural beings that came to
Supernatural being, a whole race of them, people. And I already told you, supernatural don't happen on earth. Don't be dumb. It's just fantasy. Just like watching a movie, people. What's wrong? You're not getting it. They built your life up a fucking movie. That's all it is. It's not real. It never based off nothing real. Don't believe them. You understand? Fantasy or even so-called science fiction for the dumb people.
Ireland, riding on dark clouds. Dion
Look what they show
was
you.
one of these otherworldly beings,
A worldly
and a
being.
physician who sometimes used his knowledge to treat humans.
And the only thing you can show us is cartoon drawing of the so-called God. That's what they call him. That's how they do it, people. You never understand. That's another devil worker right here. They're showing the masses or some idol they want the masses to get into.
In the
There
most
you go.
famous account,
With all these swirls on him right there. With the same long beard like they give you all of these people from the Bible. What you think on the halo on the head? What is this?
medical feats, the Irish god heals a king named Nuada,
Nothing but
who becomes
bullshit.
injured in battle.
Wow. And what king you know really fighting in no battle? It's just fantasy for the dumb fools, you hear me? Just wake your ass up. The king would have people that fighting for him. Never he gonna get down and fight talking about he injured himself. Nothing but crap. And there go the statue of him right there with the hand break.
lost his arm.
Bullshit. He lost his arm, so they make you a statue with the arm cut off. Wow, bullshit
Could no longer
arm.
be king. Kings were supposed to be physically pure, according to the
All
ideas of his
bullshit.
time. So he had to surrender his kingship for a while. During this time period, Dian Kect was the one who actually fashioned him an arm out of silver. So
Wow.
he became
They make him a arm out of silver. You know how heavy that would be? Okay, let's continue.
Nuado of the silver hand or Nuado of the silver arm.
Is the story of Dian Kect a myth, as
It's
mainstream
not a myth. It's a bullshit that y'all made up on the masses. All of those shit that you sell in the masses, it's not real. Talking about myth, of
historians
course.
believe
There you
what
go
might
with
King
more
Nuada's
statues.
silver arm have actually been an advanced bionic machine, just like the ones being developed today.
Wow, nothing but
If so,
bullshit.
is it possible that the Celtic god Dian Kect was, in fact, an extraterrestrial being?
Bam! There you go, people. It was an extraterrestrial being right there. You believe it? You need to wake your ass up. This is nothing but bullshit they sell you right here on History Channel and all those National Geographic. They're full of shit.
According to this legend, Dian Kect replaced King Nuada's arm with a silver arm that was fully functional.
Nothing but bullshit.
So is it possible that what we have here is an account of some type of prosthetics that existed already way back in the past?
Wow.
would
The same thing they tell you about with cell phones. They give you all those fake videos on YouTube trying to show you that people was using cell phone back in the days. We talking about in the 1700s. Yes, they used to have iPhone. Get the fuck out of here. It's nothing but crap. Even laptops. Wow, dumb on.
These legends are talking about
All bricks behind him for Freemasonry. And you notice what he posted right there? The fake baller, the same thing that he tell you, that's what it basing on. The same fake hurt that they used to fool the masses. And there are a million reasons why they tell you the earth is a spinning ball of water.
are really pretty high tech medical devices and knowledge.
All
the kind
bullshit.
of medical knowledge that we have today and has taken hundreds of years.
Nothing
of
but bullshit, people. 100% garbage. You need to wake your ass up. It got nothing to do with your damn brain or this shit work right here. You understand? Just wake your ass up.
research to find. So it would seem that they had these devices in ancient times too. But where would they have
They're
gone?
full of shit.
Would seem to have been from extraterrestrials.
Wow, there you go. That's all you go get from these people selling you the damn alien agenda. Because they got it coming, and I told you, the people who believe in the so-called aliens, yeah, they're the one who gonna feel the heat later on when they bring you the hoax. Bam on.
July 2009.
Notice what they show you about July 2009. There you go right there, the star to represent the fallen peoples. And I already told you there's no aliens, just the people that running their brains on you. You can't see them. You don't understand. They're behind the wall. People call them aliens, call them all kind of shit. You understand? It's the same elite people. There's no aliens on earth. It's same man, same human being running mind games on us. You understand? Just wake your ass up. No other beings on earth. Just wake up.
The Russian government declassifies top secret documents detailing USO encounters with the Russian Navy.
All bullshit.
Stunning first-hand accounts of extraterrestrial encounters shock the
And if you notice, the front runners in this so-called psyop with the alien gonna be America and also Russia. Just wake your ass up. You notice when it comes to space, both of them share it up. Yes, share discoveries and everything. All fake shit it based on.
people and ignite interest from the world's UFO research community.
Or UFO. What is
how
a
would such
UFO, people? What they call in UFO, they say it's an unidentified flying object. It mean that it come from another planet. It mean it don't belongs to Earth. What does it mean? They need to stop fooling the dumb people.
Accounts have been kept secret for so long. And
More
why?
secret. And of course, they're secrets, but they still have them in files that you can find in a file cabinet. Are you kidding me? Why you keep secret and you got files of it? Dumb the fuck
that
on.
we had in the Soviet era prior to 1992. You're dealing with fundamentally a totalitarian system in which UFOs and USOs were not to be talked about. So
Wow, it was not to be talked about. That's the why you're talking about it. That's why that programming is out. Because they don't want nobody to talk about it. It's just dumb shit, people. They wanted to believe that the government keeping alien secret from the masses. No, they're hiding the fucking elites that running the game on the people. Give you the pandemic and everything. All fucking
a lot of
bullshit.
secrecy. And with
the end of
The
the Soviet
secrecy.
Union and the release of
See
some
the star on his damn sleeve? I told you they work for any country at all. You go to, they still use that same fucking star, and you don't get it.
those files that
One
we now
world
have to have
government.
access to. One of them concerns an undated account of a Russian submarine in the South Pacific.
Always.
A Russian nuclear sub encountered a formation of what appeared to be alien spacecraft at depth under the water.
An alien spacecraft underwater. Wow. The level to this dumb shit, people. You know how deep it go? Let's listen
Depth of
continually.
approximately 260 meters. Crew aboard a fully weaponized Russian nuclear submarine detect 6 unknown objects on their
Of
sonar.
course it's 6 right there on the coding. Unknown object. Wow, what? Is it a special kind of fish? Get your ass out of here. You're in deep waters and you're still coming around spaceship. Get out of here. It's bullshit.
Traveling in formation directly towards them. What's even more alarming is the speed at which the objects are traveling.
Of course.
In excess of 265 miles per hour.
Wow.
This was hugely unnerving for these highly trained military personnel, and it was quite unlike anything
All
they'd ever seen or
bullshit. And if
experienced.
you notice how these guys talk, staring dead on at the camera and trying to convince you of something, you see the eyes? They're not real people. All of them that you see commentating on this shit is all fakers, 100% in. The people just can't understand why would the mainstream or how they get to do this. They control everything. That's the only way they can do all this shit right here and sell the masses all garbage and they buy it.
6 disc-shaped objects
Yes,
traveling in formation.
there you go. There you go.
Continue.
The same disc, people. Yes, what it is. A satellite, what it is. This round shit right here, what it's supposed to be. Floating underwater. Wow, this is bullshit. Flying saucer underwater.
On their trajectory, gaining speed as they head directly towards the submarine.
All
They were
crap.
going at incredible speeds, but then when the submarine became alarmed at what was happening with these objects and slowed down its speed, the objects did exactly the same
Wow,
thing, mirroring
nothing but crap, people. Don't believe them. They wanted to believe in aliens, which is unnatural on this earth. You understand? That's not real. That can never happen. You understand? What they call these shit right here, they say under the water. What they calling it.
what the submarine was doing.
The Russian crew are at first stunned by what they're witnessing,
All bullshit.
then quickly man their battle stations.
The captain, fearing that a collision was imminent, Captain,
You see what the captain got on? Another star again, people. These are the ones that work in their brain on you. Why you can't see it? Just like they tell you NASA people also encounter aliens, even on the so-called moon landing. They showing the masses some grainy footage, say they actually encounter aliens. You're not gonna get it, people. It's a dumb programming.
that a collision was imminent and that he was under attack, ordered an emergency surfacing of the submarine.
Submarine finally breaches the surface, narrowly avoiding a collision.
Wow.
What happens next is
They
even
was
more-
go collide with something that's not even there, people. You believe them? Bet you they can't tell you they actually see that shit. Where it's at.
more astonishing.
Wow.
So here's the Soviet submarine commander dealing with this terrifying situation. They then saw through the periscope these
Wow, read
6
your
objects
script.
come out of the water
Oh shit. There you
and
go.
take off at some absurdly fast speed.
There you go, people. So there was flying saucers. You see that? There was underwater. He just get out from out the water and fly off in the sky. You believe that, people? That's not Earth. That can't happen on Earth, people. What is going on? You need to wake your ass up. It's garbage. Fantasy for
One
the
can only
people.
speculate about the intent of these USOs. Was this a
USO.
hostile act of some sort, or were they just fleeing detection? We don't
Wow,
know.
there was fleeing detection after you already seen them. That's bullshit. And they was actually chasing you, come towards you. That's just bullshit, people. So they weren't trying to get detected, but they're chasing you. Wow, they're chasing around the submarine, but they don't want to get detected. And you know exactly how much of them it is, 6, and the money. Wow.
Researchers
Wow.
believe what the Russians encountered was a squadron of underwater extraterrestrial spacecraft.
There you go, people. Bullshit on.
If you can travel that fast underwater, water is just another medium. So their craft can fly underwater just like they can above water.
Wow,
That-
they're flying underwater just like they do, yes, above water. You see that, people? Wow, this is bullshit right here. 100% garbage. Just like they always fool you with water and tell you it's space. Basically tell you they're floating in space when they're actually underwater. It's the same thing they're giving you right here. Yeah, the spaceship fly underwater just like it do above
me
the
that these
water.
aren't conventional technology. It's nothing earthly
Bullshit.
made.
What kind of technology and where it come from? Where would that technology come from? It's nothing but trash they teach the
dealing
people,
with
man.
here is very
Wow.
clearly advanced technology. So
Advanced
we have to draw
technology.
the conclusion that perhaps this is some sort of
Yes.
extraterrestrial
Of course. Of course you know.
technology that we're dealing with. That's what makes this case so compelling.
Wow. They can show you a computer graphic of these shit right here popping up out the water and flying.
The movement
Wow.
of the objects and the rate that they disappeared. It's
You have all that technology and you don't have no camera to capture this shit right here, but you can see them. You know when it stop, because you say when you speed up, it speed up, and when you stop or slow down, it do the same. So actually you was watching it. Wow, why you didn't get a footage of it? Dumb on.
the objects and the rate that they disappeared.
Look at the hand sign. That's a 666. This one holding right there. Wake your ass up.
It's incredible.
But it's
However, the
incredible.
most chilling
It's
encounter
incredible
revealed in
bullshit.
Russia's declassified reports doesn't involve
Declassified.
unidentified submersible objects, but the alien creatures believed to inhabit them.
Wow. Of course.
Siberia, 1982. With a depth of 1,642 meters, Lake Baikal is the
All
deepest
coding.
freshwater lake in the world. Russian Navy divers are
Look at
conducting a
them
research
again.
mission.
Another Russian.
Given the depth of the lake and its frigid temperature, little is known about what lies beneath the surface.
All bullshit.
7 Russian divers are at a depth of 50 meters when suddenly the frogmen realize they are being watched.
Wow. They realize that they've been watched. Wow. Let's see how they find out that they've been watched. Right here.
Strange humanoid figures
A
were
humanoid.
much bigger than human beings
Wow.
and appeared to be wearing helmets of some sort.
Wow. This is bullshit right here. And I'm going to ask you again, where did they get this from to show you? Did they take a photo of it? Are they just showing you the regular shit that they show you on TV for aliens? Those are the stuff you need to ask yourself, people. And then you know all of them is in cahoots to brainwash you. What is this photo they show you? It's just like I told you with the creator. Got no face, got no look, got no skin color, none of that. But they can bring you somebody and say this person gonna represent God himself, the Father that created the earth. And now they give you an image. Looks, skin color, eye color, hair, every damn thing. You can't describe the creator. You understand? That's why they have to show you something which is a damn idol. And I'm trying to tell you people, they just have these images that they flash around for your subconscious mind, just like they do with the aliens. What you think when they come with the hoax with the alien, the fake fucking alien so-called invasion? What you think the alien gonna look like? Hollywood gonna be bam! Right on the money. They're gonna look same way like Hollywood show you. Even those so-called leaked tapes that they tell you from NASA showing you they have an interview with so-called aliens, they look the same. What's wrong with you? They look the same as Hollywood. It's the same thing as dinosaur. They're the one who created it. It's not real. Wake your ass up.
On earth are we to make an encounter like this? It's one thing to
Get
talk
your
about
ass out of
UFOs,
here. I guess they was
but quite
recording
another to
you.
talk about humanoid entities deep in the lake.
Wow. All
Large
bullshit.
beings, human shaped, but like 9 feet tall.
Wow, 9 feet tall. They shape like human, but take a look at his eyes right there. You have to read it from a script because they're full of shit.
Seemed like very tight-fitting silvery suits.
Wow,
Not your
silvery
normal
suit.
scuba gear, basically.
There you
Swimming
go.
in
The same alien they show you in the movies, the same one they see.
what they've come to call the swimmers. of
The
Lake
swimmers.
Baikal.
Wow.
What were these
Mocking
creatures?
the people,
Why
man.
did they not seem to use what we would be using to sustain life? There were no oxygen tanks.
All
So there
bullshit.
are lots of interesting facets to this.
Wow.
You have creatures that are underwater and surviving with technology that we don't comprehend.
Wow.
divers then-
What, like the fish? What do you mean you can't comprehend? Or you comprehend a fish living in the water? This is bullshit right here, people. All garbage, and I told you, brainwash you get from
A
TV.
fateful decision. They try to capture one.
The divers attempted to capture one of these creatures, but at this point, so the documents say, the entities
Of
react
course the document go say it, people. Is that real secret document? Wow, why did you keep it if it's for secret? Why did you write it down if it's secret? Put it in files and put a name under it so somebody could come and search for it and find it. Makes no
Powerful,
sense.
unknown force suddenly propels the entire group of divers up from the deep water to the
Wow.
surface.
They did a
Wow.
rapid rise to the surface of the water. Well, when you do that too fast, you suffer from decompression, you get the bends, and it's deadly. There were
All
7 of these
bullshit.
divers, and 3 of them died.
3 of them die out of the 7. There you go, people. Another coding again. Don't believe them.
4 were very severely injured as a result of this.
Why did these creatures react the way that they did? I have to think that
Wow.
when we began to act aggressively, when the divers
Yes,
wanted to
of course
capture
you
one of
know.
these creatures
Read your script. Because of course you know exactly why the alien attack.
and throw a net over it, that perhaps they were reacting in a defensive way when they
Yes.
expelled the divers to the surface.
If we can believe what we've read in the reports, these are extraterrestrial
What kind of fucking report it is? It's a made up shit like a movie script. It's no report. It's bullshit for the people.
beings, something otherworldly.
Could these Lake Baikal creatures really be from another world, as UFO researchers believe?
They got UFO researchers, people. Just like they have the Space Force to defend America, just in case any alien wanna come in, and you still believe them, people. How dumb is this world?
And documents the
Wow.
surviving divers were too shaken to speak about the incident.
They was too shaking.
But researchers believe the Russian government prevented them from speaking out.
There you go. The Russian government
And if
prevent
that's-
them from speaking out. The same thing they would have tell you with China. It's nothing but bullshit, people. Wake up. They run nothing but psyop with those places. They're full of shit.
Case. What could they have been trying to keep secret?
They would be concerned about the potential threat, but they'd also be intrigued to know
Wow.
what these entities were, what the technology that they possessed was, and of course, could they acquire that technology themselves?
Wow,
And indeed,
there you go.
weaponization. Is
Yes, of course. They want to take that technology to see if they can make weapons with it. You see that? It's nothing but trash, people.
always
Wake
something
up.
at the back of the mind of
Wow.
any government official looking at the UFO and indeed USO mystery. If there's a technology down there more advanced than our own, we want it.
Wow. So it's supposed to be in the water, that technology that make the so-called spaceship in the water and fly out and everything. The ones that make those so-called alien floating around in the water and even have an effect on them can elevate them to the top of the surface. You believe that, people? You need to wake up, and I told you later on they're gonna tell you is these alien beings come from another world and create you. A matter of fact, they already did. Bam.
I knew the thing was getting closer. Eventually, it got close enough that I took my phone out and took a picture of it.
This guy actually take his phone out and take a photo of the so-called unidentified flying object flying around an airplane. This is interesting. Let's watch it.
After interviewing an airline pilot who had to take evasive action to avoid hitting a UFO.
Wow, he gotta take action. Wow. Avoid hitting a fucking UFO. You believe that, people? This is dumb shit right here. All made up for the dumb people.
Today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Lou Elizondo meets a new pilot who claims a UFO intercepted his plane in one of the closest alleged encounters on
Wow,
record.
there you go, people. Fixing him up for this fucking fake shit right here. Put a mic on him and everything. Yes, because he was flying the plane that almost collided with a spaceship. Wow.
Please have a seat.
There you go. See? Just TV.
So I was a pretty experienced captain, see a lot. In the
Experienced
military, I was a
captain.
night instructor. I had a lot of experience under my belt at that point.
Peter Kyriazis flew multiple aircraft, from fighter jets to the Boeing
He's
7.
nothing but a liar, people. And if you know this, the same Freemason rings right there, it's the wings. That's what they wear. Don't trust them. They lie to you about a whole lot of shit. You understand? Wake your ass up.
From fighter jets to the Boeing 777
Yes,
for
Boeing.
more than 30 years.
You hear that, people? All coding. Go back.
To the Boeing 777 for more than 30 years.
Wow,
This
Boeing
is the guy who winds up
77.
joining the Marine Corps and becoming a Cobra attack helicopter pilot.
There you
But
go.
then makes a decision to move up to becoming a Marine Corps fighter pilot. Pete is one of those
All
guys who's
bullshit.
trained to actually go into combat and look for trouble.
In 2003, Captain Kyriazis says he had a UFO
2-3
encounter
is a coding.
that would haunt him for years and underscore what's at stake for millions of passengers.
It was a little bit after 9/11.
A
Everybody
little bit after 9/11. Of course, you have to mention that. hoaxing on.
was a little sensitive. So we felt a little more of a bond to our passengers. It was a beautiful night, no clouds, smooth air. We blasted off from Dallas Fort Worth. We had one leg left to Charlotte. The airplane was functioning perfectly. Got up to 35,000 feet and started cruising. And everybody just
35, 15.
relaxed. And then all of a sudden, I get a radar altimeter display, and it immediately just pops on.
A radar altimeter is designed to let the pilot know how close the plane is to the ground.
It's a simple system. It's just emitting a straight vertical radar beam. When you transition to land, it'll go 100 feet, 50 feet,
Get
20
to the
feet,
point,
10
man.
feet. So at 35,000 feet cruising along, I get a radar altimeter display at 2,500 feet.
All
It
coding.
has to bounce off something.
Wow.
It can't just generate.
Captain Curiazis is shocked. The altimeter is telling him something is only 2,500 feet directly below his plane.
And I'm thinking it's got to be just erroneous. It's got to be just a mistake.
But then, the situation becomes much more serious.
So then it goes 22, 23, 20, 18, 17. And then it stops. The first officers and I just immediately snapped to attention. Some object was coming up underneath me, unverifiable, unidentifiable, but undeniable.
And how fast was the plane going? Remember, this is a flying aircraft. It's moving forward. So something is moving just as fast as the airplane and still coming up under it. Okay.
They've called the tower. Tower says we see nothing. Radars, nothing on radar. There's nothing squawking. Squawking is a term that they use for something that is pinging with a transponder in a frequency that we can identify as being a friendly aircraft.
Then, as the captain and his co-pilot continue to monitor the radar
So
altimeter,
why it can't be detected? Oh, I forgot, because it's from another world. Okay.
the mysterious object makes moves again.
And then it goes 18, 17, 15, 12. It went to 1,000 feet. It was behaving in a way that wouldn't really be logical if it was broken.
Wow.
So at this point, I'm thinking, well, let's make some turns. You're allowed to make shallow S turns without getting air traffic control busy or upset. So we made some shallow S turns.
Wow.
You know, kind of trying to look over our wing and below us and behind us, and we couldn't see anything.
He's not willing to jump to any conclusion of what this might be. He goes through the necessary process of elimination. Okay, could it be this? No. Could it be that? No. Could it be this? No.
And then it went 800, 700, 500, 400, 300, and it stopped. I mean, the worst possible situation to be in as a captain. Your brain says this can't be happening, but you have to deal in it.
Yeah, but what's really happening? Tell the people that, because I know this is a bullshit. That's why you're beating around the bush. Just get to the fucking point. What happened? You keep beating around the bush, giving us numbers. What happened?
Now in the present. So then it goes 200. Then it
you
goes
go.
100.
More
How
numbers.
close is 100 feet when you're flying an aircraft at 525 miles an hour?
I need to know what the hell did you see, dude? You're beating around the bushes. This is trash.
5,000 feet? 100 feet is it's a
What
thumbnail
was
away
there?
from where you're at.
What
And
was
that
there?
distance can be closed in literally a fraction of a
Okay.
second.
Yeah, we
In the worst case
understand
scenario,
that.
It's not even thinkable. You have the responsibility of all these lives.
Wow.
You have
What
to make
is
a
there,
split-second
dude?
decision coming
You're
soon.
giving us all these bullshit, Mr. Where is the shit that was there? What happened? Tell the masses, what did you see, dude? You still never mention what you see, only numbers. What you see, remember the radar see nothing, you also see nothing. So that means nothing there. Wow, so the radar can't pick it up, but your airplane is picking up. Your airplane radar is picking up something. But the so-called people at the flight tower can't figure that out. They can't see it. This is bullshit right here, people. So what's there?
And you have nothing to base it on.
What's there?
One bit of information.
What's there?
if Captain Curiazis' readings are correct, something is flying directly under his plane.
So his plane can read it. They're reading it right there. But the traffic control can't read it. The same radar that this plane supposedly used to know that something is close, they also use it at the same flight shit. You understand that radar, so they can see flying object. What this is right here. This is trash. It's not real.
Closing in. With nearly 100 passengers on board, he readies himself to take control.
If you've ever seen that jet, they've got a little button here. It's called the autopilot button. My thumb was hovering over the autopilot button. I said, if it gets inside 100 feet, I'm going to maneuver.
Captain Curiosity keeps his eyes locked on the altimeter
Captain Curiosity. What that? That's a play on names.
100 feet.
Just stayed there, it seems, just eternal. It's just so long.
All bullshit.
And then it just went away.
So it didn't go on top of you. It didn't go in front of you. It didn't go beside you. It was just under you. Wow, so the plane keep detecting ground that it go land on, but it's up in the air. That means there's a flying saucer under the plane. Dumb on.
At that point, our heart rate's going pretty fast, and we thought, what the heck just happened?
Nothing
A
but
short time
bullshit.
later, a flight lands in Charlotte, and Captain Curiosity begins looking for answers.
I checked the logbook on that airplane. It never had happened before. And in all the 30 years
All
of flying
bullshit.
with a radar
Of
altimeter,
course, 30
that has
years.
never happened. With anybody I've ever talked to, it's never happened.
Experts are at a loss as to what could have been beneath the plane.
I've talked to some very brilliant pilots, Air
Look
Force
at this.
Academy, Naval Academy, and I've posed this to them many times, and no one can really give me a good answer.
Don't believe in people. He's not even a damn pilot. Just a fucking faker they bring on TV to convince you that alien is real. Bam.
On November 14th, 2004, Commander David Fravor and his wingman pilot
2004, number 6 coding.
took off from the USS Nimitz, which was on maneuver south of San Diego.
I was the commanding officer of
Look at this right here, people. The pyramid show you it's devil control the whole thing. Don't be dumb. They're full of shit on the
401
masses.
the Black Aces. We're flying brand new Super Hornets. It was an air defense exercise. 2 good guys against 2 bad guys. Probably 70 miles, 60 miles off the coast in the gap between San Diego and Ensenada.
Suddenly, the pilot
And if you notice this shit that they show you, people, it's nothing but trash for the dumb people. You understand? All fuckery. Don't believe in this shit right here that they show you. They're just playing with the people.
contacted by radar operators on the Princeton.
The Princeton control comes up and says, we're going to
Let's see what that is. Okay.
spend training. We have real-world tasking.
The pilots are revectored to a new destination, but aren't told why.
So we start heading off to the west. The other airplane is on my left-hand side.
I was the junior pilot trying to keep up with the senior pilot.
And of course, they have to hide this person because it's reclassified what they finna tell you right here. It's garbage.
Aircraft.
We're looking, we don't see anything on our radars at all. And we're talking to each other trying to figure this out.
The Princeton's Aegis Spy-1 radar system is powerful enough to track an object as small as a baseball at an altitude of 80,000 feet, but the jets are flying blind.
We tried to see what was out there, which is difficult when you know what you're looking for. It's even harder when you don't know what you're looking for.
Wow.
So it goes down 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, gets all the way down. They get to a point where they can't separate us from the blimp. They call it merge plot, which means you're in the same space as whatever you're looking for, and you got to start looking outside because the radar can't help you anymore.
Then far below in the water, they see what looks like a plane crash or a submerging submarine. But the weapons officer in the rear seat of Fravor's jet
Always in the water, people. And of course, they can run a whole lot of psyop on the masses when it comes to that ocean. Yes, because the people don't really know what's going on in there, except for what they tell you. You understand me? Look where that's at, people. It's on Earth, and they don't even explore it enough. But they explore space, Mars, and everything. You never get it, people. They can run psyop on you with all of these shits because you know nothing about
spots
it.
something else.
I hear, hey, Skipper, do you see? And as he's saying that, I noticed the tic-tac.
Nothing but bullshit. You notice it tic-tac?
It's white. It has no wings. It has no rotors. I go, holy.
See,
What is that?
that's what they're gonna tell you, people. It got no wings, got no rotors, but it flies. It's nothing but trash. Something that they can't do on Earth. Yes, that's why they tell you it's a flying saucer from another planet. It's garbage.
He goes, I don't know.
According to this leaked summary of the incident, contact was made here, 30 miles off the
Leak summary of the event. Wow, it's something that leaks that they don't want you to know about. You're dumb as a box of rocks, but it's showing on this National Geographic. Come on.
coast, 70 miles south of the U.S.-Mexico border. At first, the strange craft stays close to the surface, moving unlike anything the pilots had ever seen.
Of
This
course.
thing would go instantaneous from one way to another, similar to if you threw a ping pong ball against a wall. And we start to kind of orbit, because now we're going to watch this thing. We start a right-hand turn, and we're going from a clock code. The object is in the middle of the clock, and we're at 6 o'clock. when we're driving
Of
around.
course, you're at 6 o'clock, right on the money.
So we get to about 9 o'clock, and it's just still doing its little erratic thing, kind of moving around, this disturbance in the water. And I go, hey, I'm gonna go check it out. Go down there. As we're coming down nice and easy, we get to about the 12 o'clock position, and all of a sudden it goes, and it kind of turns, and now it's mirroring us, and it starts coming back. We're like, okay, now it
Wow.
goes
It go bloop and it turns, and all of a sudden it guess it's coming at them. You believe them, people? This is all bullshit. Don't believe nothing they tell you about aliens. You see it right here. Just a bug of trickers fooling the masses. A whole bunch of foolers.
It seemed to be aware, and it seems to recognize him.
It goes from basically just almost a hover
Yes, it
into a pretty
recognizes
aggressive
him.
climb up to our
There you
altitude,
go.
so there's a bit of fear because now you're out there dealing with something that you have no idea what it is. It's actually reacting to what we're doing. Kind of pull a nose.
Watch him with the devil horns. The spaceship always react to what they're doing. It's garbage, people. Wake your ass up. Don't let this agenda catch up with you. It's not real. Earth, nothing unnatural going on in this earth. Nothing supernatural. You understand? All fake shit they're selling the masses, and they're still buying it. Yes, as a human being, your brain is easy to absorb dumb shit more than it. You can take in the truth. You understand me? That's why you see a lot of people reject the truth and grab the fucking science fiction and run. I'm gone.